Let's get on with the show now. Show some love to women's football. There was a time the Executive Committee of the Nigerian Football Federation announced that a technical advisor will be appointed. One was recommended, and I will be appointed to take over the job of the coach of the Super Falcons. Till now, nobody is in charge. Let's listen to Pinnick. He's saying sorry and giving some explanations. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
He'll be coming in the next 10 days to perfect his contract. He's talking to the girls already, and he's working, and the girls are so excited. Okobi called me and said, wow, I know him. He's a wonderful coach. You know, they are very, very excited. So within the next 10 days, I'm sure we'll sign his contract, and we'll go to work. He's even looking for some friendlies already. You know, he has the tentacles, and we are working. We are really working. We want to apologize to the Falcons. You know, we didn't ignore them. We took just a strategy developed by say, okay, let us concentrate and get our super brand, the Super Eagles, back on track. We'll come back for them. You know, it's not easy running Nigerian football. You know, the environment is very tough. You know, we've not gotten to where we want to go to. There are still some things that we need to perfect here and there. You know, there are still some things that will come up. You know, there are still some questions that are going to be asked. We are still going to make mistakes. Obviously, we are going to make mistakes. We are humans who must make mistakes. But our ability to correct those mistakes is what makes us, and see whether we don't repeat such mistakes, you know. But we try. But as the head of the Nigerian Football Federation, I always want to take responsibility.
President, Nigerians don't know. They don't know, particularly with the one that you said you make mistakes. Make those mistakes now. It shouldn't be in June next year.
Well, the buck stops at the table of Ahmad Jimoh in Pinnick, and he has attempted to explain the law with female national team and football. We can really hope it gets better. Yeah. But the federation should have done better over the years. Let's see how things pan out based on what he just said.
So, President of Nigeria Football Federation, Ahmad Pinnick, has just given, let's call it a final assurance that Mr. Randy will be in the country anytime soon. He mentioned 10 days. Hopefully, it will come around, and then we'll get to talk about women's football, because it's very, very important. We'll also give attention to women's football in Nigeria. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. You can also talk to us as regards that one, ways we can develop women's football in the country. The Four Cornets are busy. Also, the Flamingos are also busy. They're looking for tickets to their respective World Cups. The Super Falcons, you know the story. They have dominated Africa for as long as you can talk about women's football. So we should keep supporting that one. Let's talk some table tennis now while we wait messages from you. Omotayo Olajide has been in the news lately playing at the Spanish Open. Omotayo says, look, I'm done being beaten in the preliminary round. I want to make it to the main draw. I want to play with the big boys. But Kayode, it didn't happen for him. I won one. I was hoping that I was going to win the next game, get to the main draw, but Omotayo couldn't make it to the main draw.
He defeated Ibrahim Gunduz from Turkey, talking about the group stage.
Yeah.
But earlier today, he lost to Denis Zamzurudov from Kazakhstan 4-1. Again, for Gidi Omotayo, he's unable to make it to the main draws. Right now at the Spanish Open, ongoing in Almeria, we can only wish him all the best. We believe he has the potential. But every now and then, not making it beyond the group stage, maybe when he gets the exposure that he needs, he's getting it, no doubt. But when he continues to play regularly at these Opens, someday, somehow, would make it to the main draws and possibly get to the top 8 of the competition like Aruna Quadri did last week at the Swedish Open. And who knows, maybe he's going to become the highest ranked Nigerian on the ITTF ranking.
That was very, very difficult for Olajide Omotayo, who is listed at 502 on the current men's world rankings. You heard from Kayode, he defeated the Turkish Ibrahim Gunduz, but couldn't advance after losing to the Kazakhstan. It was the Kazakhstan that progressed to the main draw at the expense of the Nigerian, the Turks in Group 4 of the preliminary round. So Omotayo will be hoping for consolation when he partners Congo-Brazzaville Said Idowu. Of course, Said Idowu switched nationality.
The name says it all.
he was playing for Nigeria at some point. He will pair with Said Idowu in the preliminary round of the men's doubles as they face their Irish counterparts in the first round. But he shouldn't beat himself so hard. Good experience in the bag. There's something he's not doing right. He needs to identify it, and then he'll be fine.
Well, it depends on the technical expertise that is going for the young man. Because you ask yourself again and again, this young man fails to make it to the main draws.
Yeah.
If he needs to change his coach or his coaches, as the case may be,
maybe experience.
Experience plays a role, but at some point, when you give everything you have in terms of your potentials, when it's not enough, you need to ask yourself the question that there's something that I need to be doing that I'm not doing at the present. But it is the coach or people who have the technical know-how that will understand that this is what this young man needs to do to make it beyond the group stage and get to the main draws and possibly defeat players that are highly ranked than him.
It could be psychological, Coyote. It could even be simple support that is not getting either from the federation or the Ministry of Sports. You know, because sometimes these athletes just carry all of this.
It's not impossible. The psyche plays a long role, but technically as well. Because this guy has rubbed shoulders with the likes of even Aaron Okwadri, Omar Assar of Egypt. You should expect that he should have moved beyond this stage. But unfortunately, he's still grappling with group stage and not making it into the main draws. Something is missing. The technical department of the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation needs to do something. And himself as well, maybe if he can afford to, get someone that has gotten the technical know-how to get your game advancing beyond the doldrums.
That's right. That's right. Very, very important. Let's continue. Talk on table tennis and talk about the Ashojoba Table Tennis Cup. That competition has entered its 49th edition. Wow, what a story of how the Ashojoba started. Arguably, one competition that has produced and reproduced talents of table tennis in this country. So that's it. The press conference for the 49th edition done today in Lagos. The championship will serve up on November the 27th. That's a lovely trophy right there. That's what the winner will get, the Ashojoba Table Tennis Championship. Wow, what a story. You know, the major brain behind it is late Ashojoba Molade Okoya Thomas, but I mean the family says we will keep it going. It's a legacy and they'll continue to use it to remember their dad. Let's listen to some major talking points from the press conference, and we'll come back, we'll read some more tweets and then wrap up the show. Don't go anywhere.
A total of 22 titles will be at stake this year, and the competition is in 3 categories: cadet, intermediate, and senior. In line with tradition, 2 new giant trophies will be unveiled today for both the male and female category, now renamed the Olivet's Trophy, a male singles championship along with prizes. In addition are the 2 miniature trophies, which will be kept at the champions in both the male and female singles.
I mean, you have to call it the biggest tournament in Nigeria, because if it's been running for 49 years, you know, unbroken, it has to be the biggest, the most respected. And like, you know, we all know, we always see champions, national champions, African champions come from this tournament. So the champion of this tournament is already guaranteed stardom, because nearly every champion has gone on. So this championship is blessed as well. It is truly blessed. So I'd like all of us, you know, to continue to support it.